I'm going to show you how to create a restore point. What is a restore point? A restore point takes a picture of your current status of your computer. In other words, what programs are installed, what is your background, what is your volume set to, all these kind of little details. So what it does is it'll take a picture of that and save it. Now, not literally a picture, and it'll save it. Then what you can do later on, if something goes wrong with your computer or not behaving the way it should be or the way you think it should be, say that you installed a router or something like that, or you changed your Wi-Fi settings and now all of a sudden it's not working. Well, now what you have in front of you is you have a means to go back to the way it was before you made those changes. So really quick, having said all of that, this is you have to get to the Systems Property window. Right here into the search box, just start typing in create, C-R-E-A, okay, and here it is, create a restore point. That'll bring up that little window, the one that we need, which is the System Properties. And you have a couple of things here. All we're concerned with is this one right here, which says System Protection. First thing, you have to make sure that this is on. I normally have it on. I only turned it off for the purposes of this video. So if it is off, just go into Configure and turn it back on like that. Apply and OK. And now it's on. If it's already on your computer, just leave it alone and just keep going with the next step. So we have that on. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go into System Create. We want to create a restore point. Now, I want you to realize that when you create, make sure that every other program that you have open, you close them all, okay? And the same thing with you're going to do a system restore. Should anything be wrong with your computer and you want to come back to it, you'll be doing a system restore. Okay. So now that you have all your other programs closed except for while you're watching this video, so that's fine. But you don't have anything open that's like Microsoft Word or anything of that nature. While I'm speaking about this also, I'd like you to know that a system restore will not erase any of your documents, okay, or any of your, anything that you've created, okay, whether it was a video, a document, anything, okay, an audio file, some music, recording, it doesn't matter. That's all going to stay there. The only thing that it will restore is the system settings. What you're going to do is, now that we've opened this up, I'm going to start over again. So you're going to come here, you're going to do create, okay, create restore point. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the create, well, make sure this is on, click on the create button here. What it's saying here is, well, what do you want to call it? Okay, because you can have more than one restore point. You can have multiple. So I like to use the dates whenever I create a restore point. So, and being a programmer, I just go backwards. So it's your month days. So today is the year 2020 and it's February 19th. So that's my restore point. And as a matter of fact, you can also write good. Okay, and this way you'll know that the system was good at this point, okay? So there were no problems. And you'll click on create. After you click on create, you're going to get a window, this window right here, and it will, it might take a while depending on how many things you have actually installed on your machine. When it's finished creating the restore point, you'll get this little message. So everything is done. You can close these windows and you're finished. Now, say you were messing around with some settings, you were experimenting, you were curious, so you were doing a couple of things on your computer, now all of a sudden it's not working properly. Well, okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to create. I know it should be called restore point, but that would be redundant. So you're going to click on create a restore point again, which brings up the very same window that it did before. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to say system restore. Okay, so you're going to click on that. So it's going to attempt to do the restore, your last restore, which is right here. This is the one that we did a little while ago. Or you can choose a different restore point. Now, the reason for that is, say that today is the 19th, but it was 2 days ago when your machine was good, and today it's acting wacky. So you can go back to 2 days. Now, if you notice here, we have several backups that were done today. I did a couple as experimental. Choose a different restore point, okay. And so you can pick any one of these. If there were more here, there would normally be a button here that says show more. Now, just a note on restore points. A few things. Restore points are generally created whenever there's a Windows update. Sometimes when you install software, it will create a restore point. What I like to do is anytime that I'm going to make any sort of changes to my computer, I'd like to manually create right here. And you can see this was manually created. This was also manually created. And this was also manually created. Now this, if you noticed here, in my case, I installed a program called XSplit vcam. What the system did was to create a restore point before it installed that. So if this program caused my machine not to work properly, I can go back to this one. That's the one that I would select. You'll get this warning and confirm it, okay? And once you click on here, you're gonna get another window just alerting you. I gotta pause this. Now a word of caution. I've created this video once before, and what I did was the restore point, I confirmed it and everything. I clicked on finish, but everything that I was recording, this entire video, the system had rebooted itself. So make sure that you have everything closed. You have all of your work saved. If you were working on a document, save it, close it, whatever. Close everything. Things that don't matter would be a web browser that, unless you were looking at something and you don't know the URL that you typed in. But in most cases, it doesn't matter except for anything personal that you were doing. Personal, I mean documents really, or any work that you were doing. Save all of that before you click on finish. But okay, so that's it. I'm going to do another video more extensive than this one, which will show and explain a little bit more from a technical viewpoint about restore points and system restores. All right, thanks. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If not, don't give it a thumbs down. Just don't do anything. And if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and then there's a little bell, and you'll be alerted via email anytime that I upload a new video. All right, thanks for checking it out. Bye-bye.